Hello everyone, this is Mitra from Mitra-et-le-Parfum. Today I want to review, the Quintessentially Amber from Sultan Pasha perfumes. And here it is. That's the bottle you could see. And finally, I had the first impressions done a few days ago, maybe last week. And I've had a few full wears, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts on this perfume. So as you know, Sultan Pasha had attars before, and recently they've come up with 4 fragrances, extrait de parfums, and I've got 2 of them. One of them was Iris-Soir. I will post a link to the review of that one in the description later. But there's also the amber one that I wanted to review. Out of the 2, I really like, even though I really enjoy Iris-Soir, I really like Quintessentially Amber, and I think that the kind of my initial reaction was a tell-all sign. So this fragrance is a 2025 fragrance in a collaboration with Chris Carbonell and Sultan Pasha Perfumes. The brand is located in Switzerland. They ship from Switzerland. It arrives quite fast, like in ships within a few days, and I think I had it under a week here in Canada. And I still haven't got the bill from FedEx for customs and duties, so I don't know how much have I been charged or not. Who knows? I'll update you if I do get charged on that. So in terms of the perfume, I really liked it. Obviously, in the first spray, I tried it on the blotter. But let's read a little bit about the perfume. This is taken from the website, talking about Quintessentially Amber is about 501.24 Canadian, and I think I spent about 10.50 with the shipping and all for this fragrance. The description says, over the years, Sultan has explored great depth of the various facets of the complex amber genre. With Quintessentially Amber, he decided to create a kaleidoscopic, and this was a new word for me actually, kaleidoscopic, if you don't know. It not only means a complex pattern of colors, it also means multifaceted. So that's basically what it says, like a complex and multifaceted amber, using all of the elements of this genre, but in a harmonious way. Warm, resinous, creamy, spicy, sweet, salty, camphoric, and incensey. Each then talks about each fragrance pyramid, talking about citrus, aldehydes, spices, rose, amber, labdanum, benzoin, styrax, musk, patchouli, vetiver, sandalwood, vanilla, and ambergris. Okay, it just says the spices. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to remove this one from the screen here. Okay. So in the initial spray, I've already pre-sprayed it on a blotter and also on my skin, because the experience is just a tiny bit different. So they have a really nice sprayers. The bottles are really weighty and heavy, and also the cap. The cap is not magnetic, but it holds the bottle. I do not recommend to do this. Don't do that. But it holds the fragrance sufficiently. So in the first spray on the blotter, it's a lot of spices. Like it pulls a lot of cardamom, and I feel like there's cardamom, cinnamon, maybe a little bit, maybe tiny bit of cloves. Very strong spices in a kind of a resinous base. It's very kind of thick and resinous, and a little salty. That's what I get the ambergris from. I think in the first impression on the previous video, I also shared about how I felt it was kind of salty a little bit, and that comes from ambergris most likely. Okay, so this is like the first impression, and with the pre-sprayed blotter I have here, it's still going quite strong, which is consistent with the wear test on the skin. The spices are quite strong in it in terms of cardamom, cinnamon, maybe a tiny bit of cloves. And there's a little bit more kind of incensey facet of comes up in the, like this is probably half an hour ago that was sprayed, so that comes out through there. I wore this. I also sprayed it on my skin, about 30 minutes ago. And on my skin, I'm getting the little bit of animalic tone. And it's not really a repulsive animalic. It's not in terms of something that smells bad. Like it's not, but has that undertone. It is that kind of animalic. I'm not really up for animalic fragrances, but it is kind of the animalic fragrance that I would wear. And it's adds a kind of depth and grown-upness to a fragrance. It's not just some sweet amber generic wise, and it kind of makes it a little bit different. I think how this one stands out from other ambers, it is that how strong the spices are at the beginning, and also the kind of saltiness of amber and the kind of animalic facets of it. It's beautiful. So I wore this, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's one of these days. I wore this whole day, and I'd only sprayed on my wrist and I just a tiny bit on chest, like one spray. And so the 3 spray was quite strong, going quite strong all day until I took a shower at night. And then I came back after shower and laid down, and then I was like, oh, it still smells like this. And I'm looking around. I was like, what is it? Can't be my skin, but it wasn't my skin. I remember that after I came back from work at home, I just lay down on bed for a second, and that like it was on my work clothes probably, and got on my sheets, which made the sleep that night very cozy. I love the sleeping in that smell of amber and resins. It's very warm and cozy. Anyhow, so in terms of longevity, you don't have any problems with longevity. Like it will last you as long as you want. I mean, I don't know. I had sprayed it at 6 o'clock in the morning. It lasted me until 8 p.m. at night, where actually I showered. And then I don't know if it would have gone beyond that. I mean, you don't really need anything that would last more than that. And in terms of the sillage, it's obviously is an Mitra-et-le-Parfum, so it's not going to be like suffocating everyone in a kilometer radius, but it has a very good sillage in that like you are in like 6 feet, like people can smell you. I mean, if they come closer to you, they would like, what are you wearing? And I had that comment actually. I don't often get comments from people saying what I'm wearing, because most of the time I actually wear subtle things, and most people in my workplace, we're not really supposed to wear fragrances. So they don't really comment on it. But I got a comment that day, and actually I was doing admin day kind of in a downtime, so it wasn't too bad. But I got a comment, what are you wearing? And they appreciated my fragrance, so that was really nice. I feel like there are some comparisons, like I see on social media and on Fragrantica, there are some comparisons with other ambers. I don't know Fragrantica as compared to Voile d'Ambre, or Voile d'Ambre. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And another fragrance, and I don't know any of them well enough to kind of judge. There was some comparison between Parfum Aroma, Amber Aurea, and Amber Sultan. Neither of those are 100% identical. They're different. The spiciness in this one will set it apart from those two, and also that kind of animalic aspects of it. I mean, there are some animalic aspects in Amber Aurea, but maybe tiny bit. It's much smoother than this one in general. It's quite more subtle than this amber. This is edgy and amber personality, although it's still kind of, it's not like, this is not the taboo amber. This is an amber that is edgy enough to be edgy, but it's not unprofessional. That's my description of it. So if you haven't got your nose on it, please do try it. It is a beautiful, beautiful amber. I know it's expensive at $500 for 50 ml. That's like $10 per ml. That's quite expensive, but I feel it worth it. You're not going to use a lot of it. It's 1 or 2 sprays is more than enough. And I can't wait until I wear this in cold of winter. I think it would be beautiful. Like here, winters would get very cold, and I'm sure this is going to be beautiful in really cold days. That was it for the review, guys. If you have tried this fragrance and have an experience with it, please leave me a comment. Let me know how you liked it. If you liked others from this line, also please leave me a comment and let me know. And otherwise, if you like the content, please like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification button. And I shall catch up with you later. I'll be doing another amber video sometime soon, my 10 most loved ambers, even though I feel like that's cheating on my other ambers. But anyways, we'll do that. Okay, well, have a good day, everyone. Bye.